Alright, so getting closer as to how I want things to work. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, just checking some emails. Should probably change that. We've got these like geo. Probably should be starting just doing everything with geo, right? Geo. So what was the thing that was only blocking the ball? So the thing in the forest that was only blocking the ball is going to be the shoot blocker thing, right? So we got the ball door top, so that's just an enemy body thing? Because we can't move through enemy body, I guess, is what's going on. So enemy body stops the player, but will not stop the physics object. So if we wanted a one-way platform that didn't block, that the player could stand on, but didn't block the ball, no, I guess we can't actually make this right now with our rules because we need the overlap only. So we can make something that the player could land on. But we can't exactly make something that the player can land on and the other things work properly. So let me see. Yeah, we need to change all the things to get this to work exactly how I want it to. Alright, alright. Kind of out of it at the moment. That's how it goes, though. Alright. So what else is on my list? I need to. I made it so I could spawn balls. I was looking into the platforms for one-way platforms. I made all the different ball types that I'll need. So the question is, what next? Looks like this thing is kind of freaking out. Save that. Little Sarah Lee, thank you for following. Hello. I am starting to lose my mind. I'd like to have a... Alright, I need a goal indicator, so I can go ahead and put that together. You're officially crazy? Yeah, alright. Well, I've just been dealing with collision stuff and debugging things. And it just, after a while, you're just like, yeah, this collides with that. Looking at what verts and what normals are set up. Discovering that things that you thought were true or not true, such as I assumed that the Unreal plane had collision that was actually a plane. You know, like you would expect a plane to have collision that is a plane. It does not. It has a box for a collision, which is what I would have expected for the fucking cube to have, not a plane. I would have expected a plane to have a plane for collision, but no, that's obviously not the case. Alright, so if we had a goal indicator, where is that going to go? So we've got like the player indicator, we've got the collectible indicator. You're trying to make an alt look camera? What, so like you press the alt button and you look through a separate camera? So how would I want to put together some sort of generic indicator class thing? What is the collectible? Collectible indicator is just this thing. And when I go into a level with an indicator in it, what's it gonna do? Yeah, you just press all the rotates camera that is usually static behind the player. Camera stuff can be tricky. So let's set ourselves to what, training 8? Boot in and see what it does. So these indicators are just small indicators. These are all screwed up now. You thought it'd be reasonably easy, but I mean, wouldn't that be like you're just changing the transform on the camera, right? And all that. So I need a generic sort of indicator, don't I? Or do I? Well, I guess it depends. I haven't used Unreal's camera system with like camera arms and like all that other shit. So I'd assume if you have it set up default or whatever, it might be very different from what I'm using. Uh, all objects need to have collision that is convex or closed. Well, I think what you mean is closed there, convex. Yeah, or are you saying it needs to be a hull, which is not true. Like you can have a plane for collision for an object. It totally works. It's just that the plane that Unreal has is set up, and I can understand why they set it up that way. They set it up that way because if people throw a bunch of planes in their level, they kind of expect them to not be penetratable and do odd things sometimes. And I guess it's just as an engineer, I would much rather have it be a not user-friendly object and have it be a more exact object of what it is. It's like if it's a plane, it's a plane. Don't like try to be smart and make it a pizza box, because that's what most people will assume they want. But that's just me being me. All right, so those things are back fixed. Swarm which attempts to fly into the ball, ball which explodes when it hits the floor, ball which explodes after X seconds. Certain condition. Alright. So I already put together a ball cannon thing. So that works. But an indicator. If I was going to set up an indicator system, what would I do? Yeah, I think other engines do it like that, yeah. Alright, let's make sure these things are actually set properly. And you never know, it may have been that the guy who first put together that base plane thing just put a box in there because that's what they wanted for their prototype level they were boxing up. And then that's just what they shipped with, and then they can't change it because it'll break all of the test levels. And so they're just like, well, that's just how it is. So people can make their own geometry and deal with it that way if they really want to. So, some sort of indicator. So we have a ball indicator, but it's got like a whole bunch of crap on it for dealing with balls and effects and all sorts of bullshit. And we don't really need that stuff. We have the player indicator, which is very simple. What would we want for an indicator for... I mean, we could add a UMG widget for indicators as opposed to doing these actor-based things. I'm imagining a little indicator thing as a triangle like on top of something. And then that thing when actually comes into the world and you can see where it is on the UI. So let me mess with that. So if we had an indicator widget, how would we add it in here? So like if we had a screen for this guy and we had a panel, like a canvas panel that was being sized and an indicator. So we can make a new widget, so it'd be like so this would be a UI base indicator. And let's just make a quick indicator thing, like a... Maybe we can just make this 64. Yeah, let's make it 128 by 128, just because we can. Just make it super simple. And let's import this guy. So it's going to be Dashkin import. And I'm basically trying to put together stuff for, we have all these missions that need to be made. And we need objects that'll be used inside of these missions. So I need to put them all together. Alright, so if we add this image on here. Alright, we'll just throw this guy in here, so when we construct it, we'll just say play animation, idle. Alright. Can we move this object inside of the widget itself? I wonder. Anyway, so what we need to do is inside of our HUD screen, we need to make another. We need a panel. We need a canvas panel. So let's call this one indicators. Indicator panel. Make that a variable. Wrap it in a size box and a scale box. So size box is going to be what we always have. And inside of this, let's just make a simple one here. So this is just an indicator base widget. Indicator panel, let's see. It should be the whole size of everything. And I don't know why this base indicator is, size to content? Yeah, okay, there we go. So if we take this guy, its pivot is going to be at 0.5.5, which is fine. Got that. In this location, it's interesting that the angle is like, it'll rotate this guy by the middle of the object, but the position is based on the upper left-hand corner of the object itself. I mean, can I actually do anything with that? I mean, that's just gonna clip the whole thing off, isn't it? Well, regardless, I can center that manually. Alright, let's just go to mission that actually has something in it. Alright, so let's have a followed actor that we actually use here, which will be of type actor. And we'll basically give this guy an actor, the indicator, an actor to follow. And we'll get that set up. Let's not customize this too much just yet. Let's just get it to work. Alright, so I think we need, for this guy, we want... What exactly, how do we want to communicate with stuff that we want a new indicator for an actor? I mean, we could throw an event such as, or we could create an object. Like whenever we put a goal in there, I could say, change this, add indicator for me. We could throw an event, the HUD could catch the event, and the HUD could create the actor. So why don't we do that? Yeah, okay, so it'll be create actor indicator and create location indicator. So we'll have I guess I should just do create indicator, and then I should have indicator data. Alright, so we should have a location, we should have an actor, maybe an indicator type. Then we'll need to make an indicator type. It's gonna make an F actor. So I need to change my templates as well. I think that's what we'll do. We'll see if I can, if that's even supported by our templating engine, if the not operator is. Looks like it's supposedly supported. We'll see if that actually generates real code for us. So the other thing I would want to add to this would be a unique string. Looks like I didn't actually set that up properly. Let's see. WD template, line 34. If slash if. Yeah, what I've got set up here is I've got a big templating system, so I can define a whole bunch of stuff in data and generate a whole bunch of code for JavaScript, for Java, and C++. Let's see. Yeah, we do have a actor, but we want an a actor pointer, so this is gonna have to be this. Alright, so we'll build that up. So we'll be able to throw an event basically saying, hey, I want to make an indicator, and you'll specify the data. And you can also say a unique key for that. And then you can call destroy indicator, and it'll, with your identifier, and it'll destroy all the indicators that do that thing. So any object will be able to call, hey, create this indicator. The HUD will pick up that event, make an indicator, and that's how that'll work. And then we can do like clear all indicators when a level gets reset. That way we don't have to worry too much about everything. All right, let's put it up. I should go over to the prototype level. Alright, any of these levels actually... We've got debug 1. MS debug 1 is inside of the training level. Arena test map, yeah, that's right. So what we need to do is go to our UI, go to our screens for our stage HUD, go to our graph. We're going to want to find event to create indicator, and we'll want to bind event to destroy indicator. Actually, we don't have to do anything with that. It's just the creation. The indicators themselves can subscribe to the event to destroy stuff. Alright, so we need a variable here which is going to be a... do we really need anything? I don't think so. I think we can just make sure that this indicator panel is a thing we can reference. I think we need to position the things on the screen, but we're going to try positioning the objects based on the... We'll try it with the objects positioning themselves. So this is really just indicator creation. We need a blueprint function library. Output is going to be an indicator type class. Base indicator class. This will be out. So let's make a basic test object. So we'll make this guy. Looks like I have an issue with my JavaScript. Syntax error, objects.js 511. Alright. 511 has got new FAA actor. So basically what we need to do is go to our templates for JavaScript. Alright, so that should fix that error. Where did that thing go? Should be